are other people out there that are making their dreams come true. So why not you? Okay. Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you don't know me already, my name is Rachel and I'm a TY student, and today we are going to be doing a Q&A. So I got everyone to answer questions on my Instagram, and we're just gonna be talking about that while I journal, but the photos haven't been printed out. We're scrapbooking. But anyways, this is gonna be like a longer, chattier video, so grab your tea, grab your snacks, and let's just chill together. Also, anyone that asked a question, I love you guys so much. Like, you guys are just so motivating, so engaging, and that's for you. How do you deal with hate from friends? I thought this one was super interesting. Okay, so there's two ways that you're gonna, two things I have to say about this. One is it hate? Just a question. Like, I think I am so lucky to have the most amazing friends in my life. Like, I love all of them so much, and I don't think I have any one person that's like preying on my downfall, and if they are, they're not my friend. But what you gotta understand is sometimes your friends have to tell you things that you do not want to hear. Like, you know, like when you're upset and you go to someone for something, or you're doing something that is probably not best for you, and your friend tells you, hey, you're being a bit weird. Don't take that as hate, because it's not hatred. It's probably just looking out for you. So you need to first reflect a little bit on yourself, make sure that whatever this is, it's not just them looking out for you and you being kind of, what's the word? You being ignorant of the fact that you could be in the wrong. But actually, if it is hatred, if you're around people that hate you, they're not your friends. That is the main thing. They are not your friends. Like, if you're surrounded by people that are not uplifting you, that are not making you feel your best, trust me, you can find your people. Those are not your people. Leave them behind. Move on to better and bigger things and find yourself good friends. Because first of all, there are so many people out there that are ready to love you and cherish you just the way that you are. And on top of that, you're hindering your own self-growth by being around these people that don't actually care for you. Like, you should never feel hated by your friends. And if you do, I think the main thing you should take away from this is they're not your friends, because your friends wouldn't hate you. Anyways, guys, I don't really like this sweater. It's a bit awkward. But anyways, we're going on to the next question. What is your #1 goal, long or short term? Okay, so TY is quite different. I usually have a very rigid academic goal set that I want to get this much in my grades or this much in my exams. This year's so much less exam focused. But I'd say like my biggest goal right now is going to gym and progressing in the gym, getting stronger, getting fitter. It's my current obsession at the moment. I'm very consistent with it. And so that's my main focus for TY. And then in 5th year, I think it'll be exams, grades, doing well in school, and balancing it all together. But I'd say my main goal for this year is to stay consistent on YouTube. As you can see, I'm posting a video this week. Like, comment, and subscribe. But that and going to the gym regularly and becoming a gym girly. Favorite quote and why? I think, okay, there's... do I have one singular favorite quote? No. I think when I was younger, I always had this big attachment to life is not a destination but a journey. That was so cringy, but it was in like all of my journals, all of my bullet journals. But I think one that I really like is why not you? I've talked about this in one of my previous videos, and it's something that I say to myself all the time when I feel like, oh my gosh, like I could never do that, or like starting a YouTube channel, I could never do that. Going to gym, I could never do that. Why not? Like, one big thing that I learned a lot of towards the end of last year, and I'm gonna be, you know, pushing for it to be at the front of my mind all the time, is that like everything that you're seeing around you, all these things that are inspiring you, that are making you like think, oh, I want to do this, oh, I want to do that, like literal people just like you are doing those things. Like, people like you are getting good grades, people like you have amazing friends and relationships, people like you go to the gym, people like you start YouTube channels and have social media. Why not you? You could do anything that anyone else can. Everyone else is doing it. Why not you? I just think it's such a limiting mindset to think that just because the people around you are not so supportive about something that you really want to do, you think that you can't do it. There are other people out there that are making their dreams come true. So why not you? Why not you? Would you rather a world without music or a world without movies? I feel like this one's really easy to answer. I don't care about movies. No, music is literally my life. Right now, I still listen to a lot of The Weeknd. I listen to a lot of Brent Faiyaz now. Faiyaz? Laffy? But I kind of just go in between. I like, honestly, today I listen to a lot of 2016 music, so it really depends on my mood. I don't have a specific artist that I like. Positive mindset tips. Oh my gosh, this is such a nice question. I was actually thinking about this because I got these questions like a little earlier today. So I was thinking about how I was going to respond. And the main thing that I think is super important about positive mindset, two things actually. To have a positive mindset, you have to stop labeling emotions as bad or good. Like, I think we've gotten so used to just like being like, oh, don't be sad about that. Like, you have so much to be happy about, blah, 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 blah. Like, don't be upset about that. But I think that makes you more likely to be unhappy with your life because you're so focused on forcing happiness into your life in every moment, like toxic positivity. And it just makes everything kind of feel bland and mundane because you're trying so hard to make everything this like amazing, happy moment. But there's a lot of gratitude in being able to be sad, to, you know, when you miss someone or you miss an experience or something that happened in your life, you got to think about the fact that, you know, how lovely it is, how lucky is it that I loved something so much to be this upset that it's no longer here. That was kind of the second point where it's like, I say this to myself a lot and I say this to my friends a lot. How lucky am I for blank? Like, how lucky, and it's kind of a situation where you can turn everything that is not positive into something semi-positive because it's just shifting your mind to something that you can be grateful for in the moment. Like, you know, when you're stressing about grades and you're stressing about, let's just take some examples. You're stressing about school. How lucky am I to have an education and to be able to go to school every day? How lucky am I to only be worrying about my exams and not getting food on the table and whether I can even go to school, especially as like young women. We live here in this place in a very modern Ireland where we can go to school and without any problems, but there are people, you know, across the world that can't go to school, that don't have that privilege. It's just those things where it's so easy to complain, but it's so easy to be grateful as well. And it's just that idea of seeing the glass as half full and not half empty. So next time you see yourself complaining about something, think about how lucky you are to be in that situation. Do you think that you are benefiting from 75 Hard? If you guys do not know, I am doing 75 Hard again. I'm on day 19, still going very strong. And it's been interesting to be going to the gym nearly every single day, going outside every single day for at least 45 minutes. I think, yes, I most definitely have benefited. The biggest difference that I notice is the water. I know no one talks about this, but like, I feel like my skin is glowing. I feel like my skin is clearing up because I'm drinking 2 liters of water a day, guys. So if you don't want to do the 75 Hard challenge, I would recommend still drinking 2 liters of water every single day. Like, I think it's really good for you. As far as the workouts go, I've gotten so much stronger. Like, I've gone up in weight in everything. I couldn't even do, you know, the bar for RDLs before, and now I'm doing about like 50 kg. So your girl's getting stronger and you can really see the progress, but it is tedious. Like, you have to have time. I wouldn't recommend someone that's doing a lot of sports or that's already doing a lot of physical activity to do it, because you really do have to put a lot of time aside for it. 2 45-minute workouts a day. It's just a lot of time and effort. So I would do it in a year like this in TY where you're transitioning and you don't have anything to do. So you actually have time to work on something that's like a passion project. Book recommendations. Okay. I've got a few. I think in terms of fiction books, like I liked I haven't read a lot of fiction, to be honest, like recently. Attached by Dr. Levin and all these doctors. It's about love and attachment theory. It's not a fiction book, but I literally recommend everyone read it. It's so good for just understanding the way that people work, the way that love works, and I've always been so interested in that, and it was one of the fastest reads of my life, and I feel so knowledgeable after reading that book. You should most definitely read it. Weirdly enough, Alone on a Wide, Wide Sea by Michael Morpurgo. I haven't read that in so long. Like, it's been years since I've read that book, and I still remember how good it was to this day. So that must be a sign. It was genuinely like it was such a sad book, but it was such a beautiful book, and I recommend reading that book. I don't even remember completely what it was about. I just remember it moving me and making me feel so good. Oh, we're at 14 minutes. Okay. Next question. Highlight of 2024. I have some highlights of 2024. I would say my most favorite thing that happened in 2024 was ACL. If you went to my school.
Not Portugal?
Portugal? No, it was ACL. ACL beats Portugal. ACL Islands. We made a bonding trip to ACL Islands. And if you are a third year in my school watching this, you will genuinely have the best time of your life. Like, the best time of your entire life. It was the most beautiful trip I've ever had in my life. The way that everyone was connected, the way everyone got along. I think it was just like everyone had just showered and we were all sitting together, just relaxing with each other. And it was beautiful. It was one of the most amazing, fulfilling, interesting experiences of my life. And to this day, the best trip of my life. But also, I loved Portugal, but I think we're just going to keep it with ACL. How are we feeling about Mary Lazarus? Okay, so for those of you who don't know, my school is doing a musical and we're doing the sister act, and I got Mary Lazarus as the role. She's a old, funny nun. Guys, I'm gonna be so honest with you. I am terrified. I have not learned my lines. That's maybe another reason why I'm scared, but it's so out of my comfort zone. Like, so out of my comfort zone. I hate it. I hate doing the character. Like, I hate the fact that the people are laughing at me. Even though I'm supposed to be funny, I just don't like that people are laughing at me. It just makes me really angry. Not even angry, I just don't want people to think that I am this character. Even though they know I'm not the character. It is something I'm uncomfortable with, but hopefully I overcome that. You know, this is the year for new experiences. Wow. Wait, you can show them that, no? Because there's no uniform. Oh, what the heckers. This is from Christmas. Isn't she so cute? Oh, when are you going back to basketball? Oh! Okay, so guys, if you didn't know, I played for a basketball team last year. It was a D1 basketball team. No, I think I brought the D1 spirit. I didn't bring the D1 skill because I joined pretty late. Everyone else was very much more skilled than I was, but I had the time of my life. I loved the girls so much. The community, beautiful. It kept me there longer than I wanted to be there because the girls were so lovely. But honestly, it was getting a bit repetitive. It was getting a bit like a chore, something I didn't really want to do, but I was doing anyway. And I'm much happier at the gym. So I think probably never. Oh, I'm sorry. I love you girls. But you're probably never gonna, maybe you'll see me at your matches cheering you on. Good job, Ezzy. I saw that you won something. I actually don't fully know what it was, but I'm so proud of you and I love you. But probably not, guys. I'm probably not coming back to basketball. One movie everyone should watch. I'm not really a movies person, so when I recommend a movie, it means like my heart and soul is being put into that movie. I think one that's cliche, but you need to watch it is 500 Days of Summer.
I knew you were gonna say that.
Oh my god, 500 Days of Summer. Guys, like, it is so realistic, and the cinematography, is that how you say it? Cinematography? Just the way that it's filmed, it's so beautiful. And the way it's portrayed, the whole plot of the movie, it's so realistic and just moving. And it's heartbreaking, but it's just such a good movie. Any, like, other movies I would recommend, obviously, everybody knows, no, actually, just my friends know, Now You See Me, amazing, funny movie, you should watch it if you need a movie recommendation. Now You See Me 2, also another movie recommendation. Any other movies? My Boss, that's a Malayalam movie, so, you know, all my Malayus, you guys can watch that. And also Kumpulangi Nights. If you haven't seen Kumpulangi Nights, what are you doing? Go and watch that movie. Like, I would recommend that movie to white people. It doesn't matter that you're not Indian. Just watch it with subtitles. Oh, such a good movie. How do you become so productive in studying? Oh, this one I can answer. I was a grinder in third year, guys. I was so laser focused. Nothing was gonna stop me. I was so consistent. I was always doing my work, and I was just so happy and so proud of myself, and I got the results that I wanted. I got 3 distinctions, 7 higher merits, and I was really proud of myself. But my tips for being consistent with study and just being a good student, I would say, 1, get your priorities straight. Because if you're not studying consistently, it's probably because you don't care enough. Like, do you want these grades? Is this something that's important to you? Because if not, trust me, you're not going to do the studying. You're not going to do the work. Attach it to your identity. Be the smart person. Be the smart girl. Be the smart guy that's always on top of everything. Be the academic weapon, right? Because that's what I was known for. And because it was tied to my identity, I had to show up. Do you get me? When something is tied to your identity, you are going to be so much more inclined to keep showing up. If people know you as the gym girl, people know you as the it girl, the girl that's always has her work done, that's always organized, that's always, you know, put together, you're gonna be more enthusiastic about doing it because you can't let people down. I know it's crazy. I know we want to do everything for our internal validation, for our self-love, but if you know that other people think of you in a certain way, it will push you to be that person. So try telling people that you're going to study for 30 minutes tonight. And, you know, when they ask you the next day, you're going to want to have done the 30 minutes of studying. Another tip is do stay consistent, and it's less is more as long as you're being consistent. Doing 6 hours before the exam is stupid. Please don't do it. Whether you can actually cram effectively, I know I couldn't, whether you can cram effectively or you cannot, it's not good for you, and it genuinely doesn't do anything. It doesn't build any good habits. So 30 minutes, I used to do 30 minutes to an hour a day. I would sit down, do 1 chapter or 2 chapters every single day, whether it be the weekend, whether it be a break. I still did a little bit every single day, and that saved me so much time coming to the exams. I wasn't stressed. I knew everything so much better because I got a chance to redo so many chapters because I only spent 30 minutes on 1 chapter. And yeah, it's just consistency. Stay consistent, know what your priorities are, and make sure that you're putting in quality study time. It's quality over quantity. 25 minutes of laser focus is so much better than 1 hour of scrolling on your phone every 5 minutes and looking at your notes. What's something you wish more people would talk about? This makes me sound like a nerd, but literally attachment theory. Why the hell do people not talk about attachment theory? Attachment theory fixes everybody's like life. I think attachment theory will literally fix your life. It will fix everything in your head, in your brain. It makes you understand why you are the way you are, how your childhood affected the way that you interact with other people. Please read the book Attached. We need to talk more about attachment theory. I want to make a video about attachment theory. I want to make a video about journaling, but I want to become more knowledgeable before I put a video out there about these things. What do you want to study in college? Okay, guys, this is an interesting question because I don't know for sure what I want to study in college yet. My passion is teaching. I really think I want, oh gosh, my toes. I really want to be a teacher because I just think it's such a beautiful profession to go into. I really value quality of life over money. I don't really care that much about money. I want to be stable and happy, but I don't really put that much value towards money. I really want a really good, happy life. I want every day to feel exciting and, you know, just enjoyable. So I think teaching is the profession that I'm probably going to go into, but law is on the back burner. Becoming a lawyer, becoming Harvey Specter, Rachel Zane, Michael Ross, all of them put together. If you've watched Suits, you know what I'm talking about. I think I'd be a great lawyer as well. I think I'd be a great anything if I put my mind to it, but at the end of the day, I do think I'm going to be teaching English and religion. But we shall see where the future takes us. Maybe I'll still have I will still have a YouTube channel, so you'll know. You'll know. In 2 years. Best advice you've ever been given? This is a good question. Best advice ever. I think someone that I really look up to, and I always make fun of her, but like someone that I genuinely really look up to is Nimisha. And Nimisha once gave me this advice. It was like we were like literally curled up in bed and it was time to go to sleep after sleepover. We had this like chaotic day of fun, and she was telling me about timing, about not pushing life in a certain direction because what's right comes for you, and she believes it with her whole heart. I think I really admire her way of trusting her intuition. That's something that I'm working on this year. Trusting my intuition. If something doesn't feel right, getting out of there straight away, because I often just go against my own intuition. But yeah, it was just this advice of calm down, relax. You are getting everything that you need right now. The experiences that you need to experience, they are coming towards you. So don't be frantic about pulling things towards you. Don't be frantic about pushing things away, because God's timing, God's plan is beautiful and it will work exactly how it should. Now, she didn't say this word for word, but this was what she was trying to say. Like, this is what her main core message. So I'm not quoting her exactly, but I love that advice from her, and I still think about it from time to time. What are things you do when you are bored? When I am bored, I scroll on TikTok. I hate myself for it, and now I'm trying to kind of, what's the word for swap out? Replace that online time with reading a book and journaling and stuff. I do still do those things, but I do spend a lot of time on TikTok, which I don't like. Don't spend time on TikTok. Get off your phone. As you're watching this on some sort of screen. Love you. Okay, now Ivy was behind the scenes the whole time. She was doing her journaling while I'm at her house, by the way. But thank you guys for watching this video. Do you think Bro's watching though? Yeah. I can see.
Shout out to you.
Do you think he knows? I don't know. Yeah. Whatever, guys. Anyways, thank you for watching this video. If you sent in a question, I love you. I really appreciate you. Like, comment, subscribe. We are getting the sub count up, okay? Come on, subscribe and hit that bloody notification bell. Love you. See you next time, Pookie. Bye.